Not your average tabletop. Woohoo!
Welcome to Not Your Average Tabletop. I'm Zach, and today I'm going to be unboxing World Wonders, which comes from Arcane Wonders. And this was the hot game at Gen Con that was probably the one, if they would have had more, I would have been most excited about and got a copy. But obviously, those sold out very, very quickly. And I just finally got my copy, and I'm very excited to try this one out. It's one that I've kind of been waiting for ever since I saw it. I think on the Dice Tower is probably the first place I saw it, and it just looked like a good game, approachable game, which is always nice. But to be fair, from Arcane Wonders, I am waiting for Foundations from Rome to deliver as well for their most recent Kickstarter. So they've got a few games I've been excited about, with this being one of them. And I got this one before that one, so we'll see. Hopefully that one will come early next year. But we've got a rule book here. Doesn't feel like it's too much. It looks like some of these are just a bit of history, so it's actually not too many pages. There's some examples on there as well, which is nice. So hopefully it'll be an easy one to learn. It looked, at least from what I've seen of it, it looked relatively simple. It doesn't look like it should be too difficult to understand, but sometimes you never know. But the artwork in this one looks pretty solid. And some polyomino shapes. It's a polyomino-based game, and I always tend to like those. They're usually on the simpler side, it seems like, just a more approachable side, easier to get to the table. A few different types of artwork there. It's definitely not like really bright, lovely colors, but I think it works for what they've got here because, as we'll probably see in a little bit here, I would say these are kind of not necessarily the hook of the game. We got some of those coming up. And then you've got the player boards here, which are actually smaller than than I thought. They're not. It's not like they're small, but they're small. They're a smaller table present. It's probably about the right size, I would say. It seems like some games these days end up having these boards that are just massive. So you've got huge player boards, and then I don't think this game has it, but then you'll end up having a huge game board, and then it's like, wow, we need like 2 tables to have a 4-player game of something. But those are pretty solid size in comparison to a lot of games these days. It looks like we got some different trackers for the different players, I assume. Different tracker sheets. These are pretty solid. They're just single layer, they're not double layered. So it'll be interesting. You got these tracks. So I think this is something that could have been double layered, but yeah, maybe trying to make it a little bit more affordable by keeping it single layered. We got some cards here. We'll get the hardest part of this whole thing unboxed. I always hate opening cards, but these ones came open pretty easily. We got Green Valley, Roads to Rome. I don't remember exactly what these are. These are probably some goals or some other thing in the game. Oh, and then you've got the different wonders that you'll be potentially claiming throughout the game. So I think you have to meet a certain requirement to gain that wonder and put it on your board as well. And there are a lot of them. And I don't know if this is a solo variant. I don't even remember if this has one. I don't usually play solo, so that is not something I usually personally am looking at and checking on. So I never really remember that. But then I think these are probably some trackers that'll go on your player board. So it's nice that these are all different. Looks like they're all different symbols. So it's just kind of an additional nice little thing you didn't necessarily have to do. You could have had them just be cubes or something. So in that case, I can see why maybe they wouldn't be double layered because you got these different shapes. And then obviously if you make them, little rectangles or squares, all those shapes are going to probably act a little differently in each one of them, because they'll probably all be slightly different sizes. Then you'd probably have to make them look a little bit more similar to each other, so I like that. Then you've got some of the wonders, I believe. These all look like bridges and walls, and a couple towers here as well. These are some nice chunky wooden pieces, this is kind of the hook of the game, I would say, for me anyway. I really liked the look, and I didn't realize at first how many of these there were, but then I saw people getting their copies and showing, and I'm like, wow, there's even more wooden pieces than I had originally thought. So yeah, they got these pyramids on here. These are pretty massive. Got some other wonders as well. They're a little bit smaller. They're all very cool. You got another baggie of them. Those are a little bit smaller. And then you got some additional ones as well. And it looks like at the end of the day, most of these are only taking up like maybe 1 or 2 spots on your board, but just kind of cool to have them out there. They give your board some presents, but yeah, these ones look like maybe they will. These will take up a little bit more space. So you got this. Ooh, nice. Yeah, these are really pretty cool. Right in the middle of your board, maybe. That's pretty massive as well. So yeah, these all look really cool. They're really well done. And yeah, this definitely opens up the game for possible expansions, but maybe they got everything in this first one. I guess I can't tell, but yeah, I'm sure you could easily come up with a few more and add them to the game. And yeah, I'm hopeful that this will be one of my top games of probably 2024, since we already at this point when I'm filming this, don't know when it'll be released, but have already filmed our list for our favorite new to us 2023 games. So this will probably be one of the first ones we play going towards our new to us 2024. So we'll probably have, well, we'll have that in a year, so you'll have to subscribe so that you'll maybe get a notification a year from now when that happens. But otherwise, alongside this, we'll put up a video on our initial thoughts on the game, so if you want to check that out, that'd be awesome. Otherwise, we appreciate you. Hope to see you on that video, and as always, don't forget to keep on nibbling on our content.